KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by locally owned Brookings PowerQuest. Located in the University Mall at 820 22nd Avenue South, you can find everything your ride needs. From essential auto parts to top-notch accessories and customer service, PowerQuest is a one-stop shop for Brookings. Their phone number is 692-6298. PowerQuest is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio, KSDJ 90.7.
Welcome into First Bank & Trust Arena, Jackrabbit fans. I'm Ben Anderson with Collegiate Sports. It's basketball here in Brookings as we kick off the basketball season here with the Jackrabbit tip-off. It's a doubleheader night. The women's team playing now at 6 p.m. and the men's team going to be taking on Mayville State after this game at 8:30. Now the Jackrabbits will face the team from Sioux Falls, Augustana, here at home in First Bank & Trust Arena. We're about to get the starting group for the Jackrabbits. In the offseason, the Jacks pick up multiple freshman recruits, one out of Alexandria, Minnesota, just down the road from where I'm from. Hadley Thruel, guard at 6'2", the freshman out of Alexandria. And the final freshman picked up in the offseason by the Jackrabbits from Bismarck, North Dakota, forward 6'3", Brooklyn Felchley. So 3 freshmen picked up in the offseason by the Jackrabbits. Returning freshmen from last year, Molly Abdouche, Katie Vasika, Hillary Behrens, and Emily Fox. Claire Shepard as well, and Jane Dunn, a part of that group, coming back from last season. So a very young group of Jackrabbits on the women's basketball squad, led by seniors Madison Mathowitz, Ellie Kolbeck, and, of course, Brooklyn Meyer. Those are the 3 seniors on this squad this year. Otherwise, very young. Only 1 junior on the team this year. That's Maggie Hartwig, and she is transferring in. And she's from Sauk City, Wisconsin. So about to get the starting 5 for the Jackrabbit squad. So glad to be back here in First Bank & Trust broadcasting basketball. It's been a long time. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get the men's game on tonight as I've got other things going on. But if you want to catch that one, you better get down here to First Bank & Trust. It is not being broadcast here. You can catch it on the radio on the Jackrabbit Sports Network if you'd like to listen to the audio, but no video broadcast tonight. So the Jackrabbit starting 5 about to be announced here in First Bank & Trust for the first time this season. First down the chute will be senior out of Sleepy Eye, Minnesota, guard at 5'10", number 3, Madison Mathowitz. Mathowitz had a great season last year, leading the Jackrabbits into the March Madness tournament and winning in the first round and facing UConn in the second and losing that game. Second down the chute is going to be sophomore out of Mount Vernon, South Dakota, guard at 5'8", number 4, Emily Fox. And another player we mentioned previously, sophomore at T, South Dakota, guard at 6'2", number 23, Katie Vaseka. Forward 6'1" junior out of Sauk City, Wisconsin, number 24, Maggie Hartwig is fourth down the chute. And leading this Jackrabbit squad as the top scorer will be forward at 6'3", forward at 6'2", senior out of Larchwood, Iowa, number 31, Brooklyn Meyer. Meyer, obviously the leader of this team. 26th season as the head coach for the Jackrabbits. Aaron Johnston, who's been here for a while and led this team to many Summit League championships. The Jackrabbit women's team have just three-peated the Summit League championship and looking to do it for a 4th time this season. couple big losses in the offseason as the graduation of Paige Meyer, now playing professionally over in Europe. Paige Meyer lost out of eligibility, graduated, and obviously a big loss for this Jackrabbit squad. But we're about to get underway here for the first time this season. Basketball. 10 minutes on the first quarter, and out there, jump ball is Brooklyn Meyer for the Jackrabbits. Meyer will get it to start this one off, and we are underway. Vasika has it off on the left outside the arc. She pushes inside towards the paint, up for two. That one rims off, no good. Rebound there by Augustana. The Vikings headed the other way. Headed inside the paint quickly and up for two. That one rims off as well. Rebound by Brooklyn Meyer. Brooklyn Meyer pass to Emily Fox. Fox inside the paint. Bounce past Vasika. Vasika for two. That's off the rim again. And a rebound shot, no good. Sent by Maggie Hartwig. Jacks maintain possession. Fox for three from the left side of the arch, and she drains it. The Jacks on the board first. Three-pointer for Emily Fox. She'll score first this season with the three-pointer. With the ball now, Malaya Elliott for Augustana, passing to her teammate inside the paint, Isabella Sena. Sena pass to Peyton Hardy. Hardy outside the arc. Pass back to Elliott. Elliott, jump shot, and that's in for two. The Vikings on the board. It'll be 3-2 with 9 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Mathewitz outside the arc, pushes forward for a deep two. That's going to be off the rim, no good. Rebound up front by Peyton Hardy, and the Vikings head the other way. Here's Maria Elliott again outside the arch, headed to the far side. Now spin move against Fox. Bounce pass inside. Here's spin move again. Hardy. Hardy up for two. That's no good. Rebound by Brooklyn Meyer. Meyer with it now. And here a deep pass for Mathewitz is broken up and heads out of bounds on Augustana. The Vikings last touch, and the Jackrabbits will inbound it with 8:32 remaining in the first quarter. 24 seconds on the shot clock in the Viking end. It gets easily into Brooklyn Meyer, and a whistle here stops play as Mathewitz charges towards the basket.
Foul at number 20, Clarissa Sauer, her first personal, first team foul in the first quarter of the Vikings.
Clarissa Sauer picks up a foul, the first team foul for the Vikings. Not a shooting foul. The Jackrabbits will inbound here. Fox into Mathewitz. Mathewitz on the left side of the arc. Passes across the arc to Hartwig, up for three, and that one rims out barely. Rebound here by the Vikings. It's Peyton Hardy. Hardy pass over to Sauer, who just picked up the foul. Here's Elliott charging forward against Fox, and she has to pass back out to the teammate Santa. Santa moves inside, up for two. That one goes over the basket. Rebound by Mathewitz, and it's stolen away. And now players on the ground trying to get control of the basketball. It's picked up by the Vikings. Sauer with it and a whistle. We'll see what the call is here after the whistle. 7:56 remains in the first quarter. Jacks still lead it by one. It's 3-2. And will be inbounded by the Vikings. Vikings inbound. Here's Sauer. Sauer pass. Lawrenson inside. Donald spin move against Brooklyn Meyer, up for two. And the Vikings take the lead of one. If Hasika almost loses it out of bounds, Mathewitz gets it. Here is Hartwig for three again. That one rims off, no good. Excuse me. Santa with it for the Vikings. Here's Peyton Hardy again. Hardy again against Vasika. And another shot up for two for the Vikings. They are leading now the Jacks by double. Only Emily Fox has been able to score so far for the Jackrabbits with a three-point shot. It's 6-3. Vikings ahead with just over 7 minutes remaining in the first. Vasika off to the left. Here's Emily Fox. Fox pass inside Brooklyn Meyer. Meyer spin against defender. Here's Mathewitz, wide open three, and that's nothing but net for Maddie Mathewitz to tie up the game here at 6 as Mathewitz drains the three from the left side of the arc. Here's the Vikings return. Can they answer to Mathewitz? Hardy has it outside the arc. She moves inside the paint now against Vasika. spin move against Vasika, and Hardy has to pass out. Here's Isabel Santa on the near side. She shoots for three. That one hits the back of the rim, rebounds off. Here is Emily Fox. Fox passing deep up for Brooklyn Meyer, and she would have had no defenders in front of her, but that one goes out in front of her and out of bounds. She couldn't get a handle on that one. So it'll be inbounded here by the Vikings with 6:28 remaining here in the first quarter. Inbound coming from Isabella Santa. Here is Clarissa Sauer. On the reception there is Maddie Mathowitz on the defense. Outside the archer on the far side, that's the Vikings. Here's a center three-point shot that's short off the bottom of the rim. Emily Fox there after the Brooklyn Meyer rebound. Here's Mathowitz, and she'll get a travel. She tried to do some fancy footwork there and a backward pass and ends up with the travel call, so another turnover here for the Jackrabbits, and we're still tied at 6-all here in the first quarter. 6 minutes remain in the first. Vikings moving inside quickly now. The basket pass out. Here's a three-point shot wide open. That one off the rim, no good. Meyer tries for the rebound. It heads out of bounds off of Brooklyn Meyer's touch. So the Jackrabbits again lose that possession. Jackrabbits going to make some substitutions. Hillary Barron's in the game. Ellie Kolbeck in the game as well. Clarissa Sauer inbound for the Vikings. They're in Jackrabbit territory. Here the handoff here. Miranda Lomix. Lomix up for two. That's no good. Here's Kolbeck. No, that's Vasika on the rebound. Vasika gets it for the Jackrabbits. She's center three-point line. She passes over Hillary Barnes. Barnes, Kolbeck in the right corner. Back to Barnes. Barnes pass long, left corner, Vasika. And Kolbeck over on the right corner for three. That's nothing but net for Ellie Kolbeck. And the Jackrabbits have only scored 3-pointers tonight, and it's 9-6, a 3-point lead after the Kolbeck three-pointer. The Vikings looking to answer. They pass out for Isabella Santa. Santa charges in for the paint here against Brooklyn Meyer. Bounce pass up, and there's going to be a wide open layup for Kristen Edmonds as she beat the defender. It's 9-8, and the Jackrabbits lead by 1. Kolbeck wide open three on the left side. That one rims off. Rebound Brooklyn Meyer. A whistle stops play. 5:03 remains in the first quarter. Jackrabbits leading 9-8 over the Augustana Vikings. Foul picked up by Augustana. Second team foul there. And it will be Molly Abdouche to inbound. She gets to Brooklyn Meyer. Meyer here to Mathowitz near the center three-point line. Here's Kolbeck on the right side of her. And Barons for three from the right corner. That's nothing but net. Hillary Barons shoots for three on the right side. And the Jackrabbits keep the three-point streak alive. And it's 12-8. And the Jackrabbits ahead by 4, only scoring 3-pointers here through the first quarter. Vikings with it and attempted steal there by Abdouche. Couldn't really get it away, but she did cause a disruption, and stepping out of bounds there is Kristen Edmonds. And the basketball going to be in the hands of the Jackrabbits here. We have a timeout, and we will take it with them. It's 4:33 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back after this.
McCrory Gardens is hosting Giggles and Ghouls from 4 to 6 p.m. on October 31st. You can join us for an evening of trick-or-treating fun for all ages. Admission is free to the public. For more information, visit www.mccrorygardens.com.
There are many things in life that can get in the way of a great night's sleep. Your bed doesn't have to be one of them. You can find many options for your nest bed at the locally owned and operated Mattress by Appointment, located both in Brookings and Watertown. Mattress by Appointment has a wide selection of mattresses at prices below traditional retail stores. To make an appointment, you can text or call them at 605-695-8223. Mattress by Appointment is a proud sponsor of KSDJ 90.7.
Welcome back into First Bank and Trust Arena. The Jackrabbits on a three-point shooting run. Only scored three-pointers tonight. It's 12-8. 4 3-point shots coming from 4 separate Jackrabbits. And the Jacks lead over Augustana in this exhibition match 12-8 with 4:33 remaining in the first. Jackrabbits will inbound after Augustana stepped out of bounds. Hillary Behrens to inbound it to Molly Abdouche. Abdouche taking up the left side, passing half court now. Abdouche quick inside center three-point line, pass left. Mathewitz inside. Brooklyn Meyer trying to work against 2 defenders. She has to pass out Abdouche for 3. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Lomax and the Vikings. Edmonds. Pass to Santa. Santa inside the paint and working against Brooklyn Meyer. And here comes a whistle. I think this is going to be a shooting foul here against Brooklyn Meyer, and that is correct. First team foul for the Jackrabbits, and it's going to be a shooting foul for Isabella Santa. She'll take 2 from the line. 4:08 remains in the first quarter. It's still 12-8. First free throw is up. Santa makes it. And will make it a 3-point game. Santa has a second shot. Second shot by Santa is up and good as well. So it's a 2-point game here, 12-10. Abdouche with it. 4 minutes remaining in the first. Abdouche up the right side for the Jackrabbits. Give to Maddie Mathewitz. Mathewitz getting in trouble here with 2 defenders on her. Whistle. Stopping play again. We're going to get another foul. And that's going to be picked up by the Vikings. Third team foul there for the Vikings in the first quarter. It's 3:57 remaining in the first quarter. And Ellie Kolbeck to inbound. Here's Molly Abdouche. Abdouche up the right side. She passed to Mathewitz. Mathewitz, Kolbeck. Kolbeck on the left side. Here's Abdouche left three-point line, and she passes in for Brooklyn Meyer and goes over her head. That pass inaccurate, goes out of bounds, and the Vikings will have it. The Jackrabbits not dominant in this first quarter. Augustana very much staying in it. 3:41 remains. Augustana with its Lomax at center three-point line in the Jackrabbit territory. Here pass under the net for Paltz, and she puts it up for 2. We have a tie game now here with 3:25 remaining in the first quarter at 12 points each. Abdouche pass to the right. That's Behrens right again. That's Kolbeck in the right corner. Kolbeck moves forward inside the paint. Abdouche there and into Meyer. Behrens spin move for 2, and that's the first 2-pointer scored by the Jackrabbits today. Behrens on the spin move, jump shot 2, and it's 14-12. The Jackrabbits ahead with 3 minutes remaining in the first. That one bounces off the glass sent by the Vikings. Here's a wide open 3 opportunity, and that is drained by Kristen Edmonds. A 3-pointer for the Vikings, their first of the day, and the Vikings lead the Jackrabbits 15-14. Abdouche past Brooklyn Meyer. Meyer's center three-point line. Here's Mathewitz. Mathewitz for 3. That rims off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Isabella Santa. Santa moving across into Jackrabbit territory now. She's center three-point line. She dribbles between her legs, tries to charge forward, and that's a steal by Molly Abdouche. The Jackrabbits have it. Mathewitz out front of a defender. Can she beat her? And here's a jump shot 2, and Mathewitz scores in the face of a defender that just got in front of her. Mathewitz with an excellent jump shot there gives the Jackrabbits the lead. It's 16-15 with 2:17 remaining in the first. Lomax on the far side. Give to her teammate underneath the net. And a whistle. Santa. I think Brooklyn Meyer's going to pick up another shooting foul. Brooklyn Meyer picks up her second foul of the day, and it'll be free throws at the line for Isabella Santa. Santa at the line shooting 2. She'll make the first, and we'll be tied up at 16. Second shot here by Santa is up and off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Santa, and she takes it in. The Vikings looking for extra points here, a whistle. Whistle. I think we'll have another foul here. Just some substitutions being made here for the Vikings. We're tied up at 16. Vikings with possession in the Jackrabbit end. Lomax will inbound. Here is Carissa Sauer. Back out to Lomax. Lomax spin move inside. Again, the paint against Colbeck up for 2. That rims off. Ball heads out of bounds. On the Vikings touch. Inbound by Hillary Behrens. Behrens into Vasika. Vasika up the right side. Vasika moving in now. And pass out to Colbeck. Colbeck's on the right side. Pass in here for, it is Hartwig. Hartwig over to number 11, Hadley Thule, and Thule able to score for the first time in her Jackrabbit career. 18-16 after the layup by Thule. There's an air ball there by Lomax. Heads out of bounds. And last touch by the Vikings. Jackrabbit inbound. Behrens inbounds Vasika. Vasika inside the paint looking for Toole again. Toole inside, it's Hartwig. Hartwig out, Vasika wide open 3. That's nothing but net. 3-pointer drained by Vasika. Just over a minute remains in the first quarter. 21-16 the score. The Jackrabbits ahead of the Augustana Vikings. Lomax outside the 3-point line. Passing to her teammate. Here's a deep 3. That is in for the Vikings. That deep 3 from Peyton Hardy. 47 seconds remains in the first quarter. Vasika quick left. And there to Vasika, and that one goes over her head. Colbeck was trying to get that one. Vasika passes it too high. Colbeck's 5'10". Stops the clock with 42 seconds remaining.
Also into the Jackrabbits, number 3, Maggie.
Still 21-19. The Vikings will inbound here with 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Here is Clarissa Sauer again. Sauer inside the paint quickly and passing out, and whistle.
Well, at number 4, Emily Fox. Her first
Emily Fox picks up a foul, third team foul for the Jackrabbits. 35.1 remains in the first quarter. Augustana will inbound in Jackrabbit territory. It will be Kristen Edmonds to inbound for the Vikings. Into Peyton Hardy. Hardy to Donald. Donald underneath the basket up for 2. That one rolls around the rim and falls. And we're tied up at 21 after the layup there. Tied at 21, Emily Fox with it for the Jackrabbits at center court. She moves off to the left. Shuffling forward, Fox trying to find room, can't, pass to Vasika. Here's Hartwig underneath the basket. Hartwig goes up for 2, and she gets fouled with 6 seconds remaining.
Well, at number 42, Mia Dowden, her first 14th foul.
Fourth team foul for
The Jackrabbits, number 5, Ellen Colbeck.
the Vikings, and
Emily Fox shooting
at the
2,
line,
24.
shooting 2 will be Maggie Hartwig. First shooting foul against the Vikings tonight. And Hartwig at the line. First shot is up and good. Gives the Jackrabbits the lead here nearing the end of the first at 22-21. Second shot here by Hartwig is up and through as well. So it'll be 23-21. The Jackrabbits with a 2-point advantage here. 6 seconds remain in the first. Down to 1 second, and that will be the end as Carissa Sowers trying to get towards the basket and couldn't get a clean shot off at the end of the first. So that will take us to the end of the first, getting ready for the second quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be right back for second quarter action here on Collegiate Sports.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by locally owned Brookings PowerQuest. Located in the University Mall at 820 22nd Avenue South, you can find everything your ride needs. From essential auto parts to top-notch accessories and customer service, PowerQuest is a one-stop shop for Brookings. Their phone number is 692-6298. PowerQuest is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio, KSDJ 90.7. This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by Kraft. Great food, fresh flavors, and a local touch. That's Kraft. From mouth-watering sandwiches and crisp salads to juicy burgers, steak, and pasta, there's something for everyone. Experience their famous cheesecake. Handcrafted and family-owned, you can find Kraft on the corner of 6th Street and Maderi. Reservations are appreciated.
SDSU Theater and Dance continues its season of concealment with the chilling musical Thrill Me, the Leopold and Loeb story.
This dark and intimate musical is based on the infamous 1924 murder case following two wealthy young men whose twisted relationship leads them down a path of crime, manipulation, and betrayal.
With a haunting score and gripping storytelling, Thrill Me explores obsession, power, and the consequences of desire taken to dangerous extremes.
This production is recommended for adult audiences.
Performances will be in the Oscar Larson Performing Arts Center, November 20th through the 22nd at 7 p.m. and November 23rd at 2 p.m.
Tickets can be purchased online at sdsutheater.org, at the North Box Office at the Oscar Larson Performing Arts Center, Monday through Friday from 1 to 4, or by calling 605-688-6045.
Don't miss this thrilling true crime musical experience. Get your tickets for Thrill Me today.
Welcome back into First Bank and Trust Arena. I'm Ben Anderson with Collegiate Sports. The Vikings with it here, and they're underneath the basket in the second quarter. It's 23-21 as they step out of bounds. And the Jackrabbits will have it after the inbound. Here is Madison Mathewitz for the Jackrabbits inside the paint. She passes out. It's Emily Fox. Fox for three, and she drains it. Emily Fox, her second three-pointer of the day, has 6 points for the Jackrabbits so far. 26-21 the score. And Augustana with it now inside the paint, passing out. Bounce pass here, the right side, and underneath the net for Donald. Donald tries for two. That's no good. Here's Emily Fox on the rebound, headed the other way. Fox tries for Vasika. That's taken away by Donald. And Augustana loses control of the ball, and ref's going to say kicking.
Entering the game for the Jackrabbits, number 15, Holly Abdu.
On Augustana. So the Jackrabbits will inbound. Vasika to pass into Molly Abdush. Abdush will take it forward. Pass to Vasika. Here's Mathewitz. Mathewitz left side, charge inside. Hartwig for two. She drains that jump shot. It's 28-21 now. The Jackrabbits ahead by 7. 8:44 remains in the second quarter. Vikings with it. Hannah give to Hardy. Hardy Spin move against Vasika, pass inside Donald. Donald up for two, jump shot off the rim and in. Vikings with the 2-point shot there. 28-23, the Jackrabbits ahead by 5. Abdush pass over for Toole. Toole give to Hartwig. Hartwig tries for Maddie Mathewitz, and that one heads out of bounds. Mathewitz not in the area, and Vikings to inbound with 8:09 on the clock. Elliott has it for the Vikings. She gives to Potts. Underneath the basket, Senna, and travel going to be called on Senna. We'll turn it over to the Jackrabbits. Abdush has it on the left side. Give to Vasika. Vasika back with it now. Here's Toole. Toole moves inside deep 2. That's off the rim, no good. Rebound inside by the Jackrabbits, and Toole tries for 2 again. She is no good. Fletchel with the rebound, and a whistle.
Foul at number 30, Elliott, her first
Foul
team foul in the second quarter. Shooting two,
on the
number 11,
Vikings.
Henry Toole.
And Toole will shoot 2 for the Jacks. First one is off the rim, no good. First missed free throw for the Jackrabbits today, and Toole up for the second is good. 29-23, Jacks ahead by 6 with 7:35 remaining in the second. Augustana with it. Outside the three-point line, they charge inside now against Toole, and tripping is Hannah as she has to pass away to a teammate, Lomax. She hit the court. 4 seconds of the shot clock forces a charge inside by Augustana. It's stolen away by Mathewitz. Mathewitz with it for the Jacks. Give to Vasika, wide open 3. That's nothing but net. Katie Vasika for the 3-point shot. 32-23 the score. The Jackrabbits widening their lead now against the Vikings with under 7 minutes remaining. Elliott, Lomax, and that one goes over the line. It'll be an over and back on the Vikings.
Number 5, Ellen Coleman. Number 10, Hillary Barrett. And number 31, Brooklyn.
Jackrabbits make some subs,
10 out, Vikings.
and the Vikings take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Be right back here on
Get
Collegiate
your
Sports
high-V cards
after
ready.
this.
Get your high-V cards ready.
SDSU Theater and Dance continues its season of concealment with the chilling musical Thrill Me, the Leopold and Loeb story.
This dark and intimate musical is based on the infamous 1924 murder case following 2 wealthy young men whose twisted relationship leads them down a path of crime, manipulation, and betrayal.
With a haunting score and gripping storytelling, Thrill Me explores obsession, power, and the consequences of desire taken to dangerous extremes.
This production is recommended for adult audiences.
Performances will be in the Oscar Larson Performing Arts Center November 20th through the 22nd at 7 p.m. and November 23rd at 2 p.m.
Tickets can be purchased online at sdsutheater.org, at the North Box Office at the Oscar Larson Performing Arts Center Monday through Friday from 1 to 4, or by calling 605-688-6045.
Don't miss this thrilling true crime musical experience. Get your tickets for Thrill Me today.
Welcome back into First Bank in Trust Arena. I'm Ben Anderson with Collegiate Sports. 6:46 remains in the second quarter. It's 32-23 as the Jackrabbits out in front. Augustana used their first timeout of the game here. Down by 9 points in the second quarter. Jackrabbits will inbound here in Vikings territory. Hillary Behrens to inbound. She gives to Abdush. Abdush past Vasika. Vasika open three again. That one airballs too long. Abdush is there for the rebound of the Jackrabbits. Vasika again, wide open. That one rims out. Now the Jackrabbits can't get the rebound this time. That one given to Addie Hanna. Hanna, quick inside, pass out to her teammate. Wide open three from the corner. That's no good. Rebound by the Vikings and kicked out of bounds by the Vikings. Stops the clock with 6:18 remaining in the second quarter, and the Vikings to inbound. Excuse me, the Jackrabbits to inbound. Barron's inbounds to Molly Abdush. Abdush inside the three-point line now, gets it stolen away by Peyton Hardy. And the Vikings back with it. Clarissa Sauer loses control of the basketball and down, forces the jump ball. Jackrabbit possession on the jump ball, so Jacks to inbound. Barons inbounds to Abdush. Abdush center three-point line pass left, Colbeck inside. Here's Brooklyn Meyer open under the basket. Barons for the layup. The Jackrabbits scored two there. 34-23. The Jackrabbits out ahead. Vikings with it. Bounce pass Peyton Hardy, center three-point line. Out is Potts. Potts shooting no good. Whistle. Vasika picks up a foul for the Jackrabbits. It'll be a shooting foul on Vasika. And Ava Potts, she'll shoot two. First is up and good. Makes it a 10-point game. The Jackrabbits out ahead. And Potts, her second free throw. Up and good as well. 9-point game now. The Jackrabbits with it. Molly Abdush up the right side of the court. Passing half court now. Give to Colbeck. Colbeck center three-point line. Here's Mathewitz. Mathewitz back out to Colbeck on the right side now. Colbeck inside. Brooklyn Meyer trying to shoot. And a whistle.
Number 22, Ava Pouts, her second.
Foul will be on Ava Pouts.
Number 31, Brooklyn Meyer.
And Brooklyn Meyer to the line to shoot two. Meyer's first shot is off the rim, no good. And second shot from Brooklyn is up and through. 35-25 the score. The Jackrabbits ahead by 10 once more. And off of the Brooklyn Meyer free throw. Santa inbound to Clarissa Sauer. Sauer moving inside the three-point line now. Pass out to her teammate, Edmonds. Edmonds pass over quickly, and offensive foul there
Her first 13 foul.
on Augustana. So the Jackrabbits inbound. 5:04 remains in the second. Barons pass inside Colbeck. Here's Brooklyn Meyer on the other side. Assist from Colbeck for two. Brooklyn Meyer with the layup. Edmonds for the Vikings. And that one's poked away by Barons, who has a breakaway opportunity up for two. Steal and score for Hillary Barons. And the Jackrabbits up 39-25 now with 4:31 remaining in the second. The Vikings outside the three-point line working against Colbeck here against Mathewitz now. A center three-point shot is off the rim, no good. And Colbeck on the rebound and a whistle. As Viking came in on Ellie Colbeck. And that was Sine. She picks up another foul for the Vikings. They have 4 team fouls here in the second quarter. Jackrabbit inbound. Hartwig into Emily Fox. Fox shuffling on the Jackrabbit logo in center court. Passes right to Mathewitz. Mathewitz. Bounce pass. Hartwig. Here Brooklyn Meyer. Meyer back Hartwig on the right side now. Hartwig inside the paint. Up for 2. That one off the rim. No good. Meyer got a poke at it. And Emily Fox gets the rebound. Meyer up for 2, and that's in for the and one for Brooklyn Meyer. 41-25. The Jackrabbits out ahead, and Brooklyn Meyer headed to the line for the and one. 3:53 remains in the second. Brooklyn Meyer at the line. As the Jackrabbits head into the bonus. Her shot for the and one is no good. Rebounded by the Vikings. Sauer with it. She gives to Hardy. Hardy inside the three-point line. Bounce pass to her teammate. Tries to pass out. Colbeck gets a poke at it. Heads out of bounds on the touch of Ellie Colbeck. Vikings to inbound. Lomax on the inbound. The basketball gets to Sauer. Sauer inside the paint, spin move out here in the near side corner. Now pressuring in again. And a pass by the Vikings heads out of bounds. Intended for Hardy. And it'll be a turnover. Jackrabbits in the bonus. Emily Fox with the basketball. She passes to Hartwig. Hartwig, Colbeck on the far side. Colbeck pass across Emily Fox. Brooklyn Meyer underneath the net. Her shot goes over the hoop and rebounded by Peyton Hardy and the Vikings. Lomax, quick inside, working in the paint now and trying to pass out. Here is a successful pass out. Here's a three-point shot coming in. That one rims off. The shot coming from Sauer, and the Vikings missed shot gives the Jackrabbits the rebound. Here's Emily Fox. Colbeck outside the 3. Here to Toole again. Toole to Hartwig. Fox left side, inside Brooklyn Meyer. Toole wide open layup, and there's the score from Hadley Toole, the freshman out of Alexandria, Minnesota, for the layup. She's got 5 points today. Assisted by Brooklyn Meyer, her third assist. The Vikings with it, 2:23 remaining in the second. Vikings center three-point line is Edmonds. Edmonds bounce pass almost stolen away by Toole. Instead, gets back outside for the 3. Off the rim, no good. Toole with the rebound. Here's Fox on the right side. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Here's Brooklyn Meyer working against 3 defenders, has to pass out. Colbeck, Fox. 3 from the corner, that's short off the rim. Rebounded by Lomax. 1:52 remains in the first half. It's still 43-25, Jackrabbits ahead. Hardy for 3. That bounces off the glass, no good. Brooklyn Meyer tries for the rebound. There's a whistle.
Number 42, Amanda, her third.
Foul on the Vikings. Will send Brooklyn Meyer to the line on the bonus. And Brooklyn Meyer, her first rims off. Brooklyn Meyer's missed 2 consecutive free throws now. Her third shot is up and good. makes it 44-25 with the Jackrabbits out ahead. Peyton Hardy to inbound for the Vikings with 1:43 remaining in the second quarter. Lomax for three. That's off the rim, no good. Rebound by Hartwig. Hartwig give Emily Fox. Fox moving forward. Give back Hartwig. And here the ball goes out of bounds off the touch of Katie Vasika with 1:25. Vikings take over. Elliott with the basketball. Give Peyton Hardy. Hardy back out Lomax. Vasika on the defense. Here's Elliott. Elliott loses control of the basketball, picks it back up. Here's Hardy. Hardy to Hannah. Hannah inside the paint, pass out Lomax. Lomax for three. That's good as the shot clock was down. And the three-point shot for Lomax with 4 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Here's a steal by Peyton Hardy, and the Vikings with the steal and score. Layup for Hardy. That's a 5-point exchange for the Vikings. It's 44-30. Emily Fox and to Vasika. Vasika. Hartwig at the line is Thule for three. And Thule's shot no good. Attempted rebound by Fletchel is no good as the Vikings take it away. 18 seconds remain in the second. And the Vikings going to hold on to it. No time on the shot clock. Last scoring opportunity before the half here for the Vikings. Deep two coming in. Off the rim, no good. Hartwig on the rebound. Emily Fox with it. And that's the end of the second quarter. Headed into halftime. 44-30 will be the score. We'll take a break. We'll be back for the third quarter of action here on Collegiate Sports. Stick around.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by locally owned Brookings PowerQuest. Located in the University Mall at 820 22nd Avenue South, you can find everything your ride needs. From essential auto parts to top-notch accessories and customer service, PowerQuest is a one-stop shop for Brookings. Their phone number is 692-6298. PowerQuest is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio, KSDJ 90.7.
McCrory Gardens is hosting Giggles and Ghouls from 4 to 6 p.m. on October 31st. You can join us for an evening of trick-or-treating fun for all ages. Admission is free to the public. For more information, visit www.mccrorygardens.com.
There are many things in life that can get in the way of a great night's sleep. Your bed doesn't have to be one of them. You can find many options for your nest bed at the locally owned and operated Mattress by Appointment, located both in Brookings and Watertown. Mattress by Appointment has a wide selection of mattresses at prices below traditional retail stores. To make an appointment, you can text or call them at 605-695-8223. Mattress by Appointment is a proud sponsor of KSDJ 90.7.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by Kraft. Great food, fresh flavors, and a local touch. That's Kraft. From mouth-watering sandwiches and crisp salads to juicy burgers, steak, and pasta, there's something for everyone. Experience their famous cheesecake. Handcrafted and family-owned, you can find Kraft on the corner of 6th Street and Maderi. Reservations are appreciated.
SDSU Theater and Dance continues its season of concealment with the chilling musical Thrill Me, the Leopold and Loeb story.
This dark and intimate musical is based on the infamous 1924 murder case following two wealthy young men whose twisted relationship leads them down a path of crime, manipulation, and betrayal.
With a haunting score and gripping storytelling, Thrill Me explores obsession, power, and the consequences of desire taken to dangerous extremes.
This production is recommended for adult audiences.
Performances will be in the Oscar Larson Performing Arts Center, November 20th through the 22nd at 7 p.m. and November 23rd at 2 p.m.
Tickets can be purchased online at sdsutheater.org at the North Box Office at the Oscar Larson Performing Arts Center Monday through Friday from 1 to 4 or by calling 6045.
Don't miss this thrilling true crime musical experience. Get your tickets for Thrill Me today.
Support comes from the South Dakota Agricultural Heritage Museum in Brookings, inspiring a passion for the diverse history, culture, and science of agriculture in South Dakota. To learn more about exhibits and events, you can visit agmuseum.com.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by locally owned Brookings PowerQuest. Located in the University Mall at 820 22nd Avenue South, you can find everything your ride needs. From essential auto parts to top-notch accessories and customer service, PowerQuest is a one-stop shop for Brookings. Their phone number is 692-6298. PowerQuest is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio, KSDJ 90.7.
They are our cuddlers and coworkers, purr machines and love bugs, and constant companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life so much better. When we face unexpected challenges in life, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people who love their pets, and the pets who love their people, ensuring these families stay exactly where they belong, together. And you have something to offer. With an open heart and mind, there is nothing you can't do. There's no gesture too small or too big when it comes to helping. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. You can help keep pets and people together. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
My name is Teresa Barber. I was in the United States Navy and I served overseas in the Middle East and Africa. Early on in my career, I had a commander that taught our suicide prevention training, and the very next day he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. My way of continuing my service is to help protect my community by being a responsible gun owner and by storing firearms safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Welcome to the Collegian Halftime Report. I'm Ben Anderson with Collegian Sports. So thankful for your viewership. About 7 minutes remain until the third quarter kicks off here, so we'll do a little bit of a short report tonight. I'm kind of losing my voice. I've been sick for the past couple of days. Been powering through. Something going around. All my roommates are sick today, too. Picked something up over the weekend. But powering through, we got to get it going here. I was losing my voice this Saturday. It started with the Dakota Marker game, and that was a dramatic one. Had a hard time finishing that one out, but we did. That ended up being our highest viewer broadcast ever, so thank you so much for listening to that one. We really appreciate it here at the Collegian. Halftime score is 44-30. The Jackrabbits are leading this one by 14 against Augustana. Augustana had a pretty good series to end out the half. They got a 3-point shot and stole it away, and Peyton Hardy got a steal and score for Augustana on a 5-point stretch there to bring them up to 30 points. So Jackrabbits still lead by 14, but Augustana certainly keeping in this one. Scoring leader for Augustana is Peyton Hardy. She's got 7 points tonight. On the other side of the ball, Hillary Barron's redshirt sophomore to Brandon, South Dakota. She is the Jackrabbit scoring leader with 9 points tonight. Emily Fox has 6, and Katie Vasika has 6 as well for the Jacks. Coming up on the Collegian later this week, later tonight at 8:30, the men's game for basketball going to be kicking off here right after this one. I'm not going to be able to broadcast that one for you, but tune in to our friends at the Jackrabbit Sports Network, and they'll have it for you. Coming up this weekend on Saturday, there is a football game at 2 p.m. versus Indiana. That's the military appreciation game. We're not going to have that one on the Collegian either. We're going to be covering the Interstate Series, USD, coming to Brookings. First Bank and Trust Arena for volleyball. So another rivalry game here this weekend. USD, part of the Interstate Series, on Saturday at 7 p.m. So make sure you tune into that one. Volleyball, one of the last volleyball broadcasts we'll have here for the regular season. The last one is on November 18th versus North Dakota. So only 2 more volleyball broadcasts for the regular season left to go. And then we get into the Summit League Volleyball Tournament. We'll have that entire tournament for you here on Collegian Sports as well. So tune in November 1st. That's this Saturday at 7 p.m. for that volleyball game. And then coming up for football on November 15th, that'll be our next broadcast at 2 p.m. That's 3 Saturdays from now. Illinois State comes to Brookings, and we'll have that one on Collegian Sports. As the Jackrabbits retake the court, we got about 4 minutes until the end of the half. So we'll take another short break, and we'll be back here for the third quarter of action here on Collegian Sports. Stick around.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by locally owned Brookings PowerQuest. Located in the University Mall at 820 22nd Avenue South, you can find everything your ride needs. From essential auto parts to top-notch accessories and customer service, PowerQuest is a one-stop shop for Brookings. Their phone number is 692-6298. PowerQuest is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio, KSDJ 90.7.
McCrory Gardens is hosting Giggles and Ghouls from 4 to 6 p.m. on October 31st. You can join us for an evening of trick-or-treating fun for all ages. Admission is free to the public. For more information, visit www.mccrorygardens.com.
There are many things in life that can get in the way of a great night's sleep. Your bed doesn't have to be one of them. You can find many options for your nest bed at the locally owned and operated Mattress by Appointment, located both in Brookings and Watertown. Mattress by Appointment has a wide selection of mattresses at prices below traditional retail stores. To make an appointment, you can text or call them at 605-695-8223. Mattress by Appointment is a proud sponsor of KSDJ 90.7.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by Kraft. Great food, fresh flavors, and a local touch. That's Kraft. From mouth-watering sandwiches and crisp salads to juicy burgers, steak, and pasta, there's something for everyone. Experience their famous cheesecake. Handcrafted and family-owned, you can find Kraft on the corner of 6th Street and Maderi. Reservations are appreciated.
SDSU Theater and Dance continues its season of concealment with the chilling musical Thrill Me, the Leopold and Loeb story.
This dark and intimate musical is based on the infamous 1924 murder case following two wealthy young men whose twisted relationship leads them down a path of crime, manipulation, and betrayal.
With a haunting score and gripping storytelling, Thrill Me explores obsession, power, and the consequences of desire taken to dangerous extremes.
This production is recommended for adult audiences.
Performances will be in the Oscar Larson Performing Arts Center November 20th through the 22nd at 7 p.m. and November 23rd at 2 p.m.
Tickets can be purchased online at sdsutheater.org, at the North Box Office at the Oscar Larson Performing Arts Center Monday through Friday from 1 to 4, or by calling 605-688-6045.
Don't miss this thrilling true crime musical experience. Get your tickets for Thrill Me today.
So what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, but you drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Coming out of the half, it's the third quarter here on Collegiate Sports. Thanks so much for listening. I'm Ben Anderson. Here it's 44-30. The Jackrabbits lead the Augustana Vikings by 14. Put 10 minutes back on the clock. It's the third quarter here. The Vikings will start with the basketball. Sauer with it for the Vikings. She passes over to Hardy, the scoring leader. She gets it off the glass. Rebounded by the Jackrabbits. Here's Mathowitz quickly to the other side. Mathowitz quick toward the basket. Here pass out for Emily Fox. Fox for three. That's off the rim. No good. Rebound there by Sauer. Sauer pass to her teammate in the far side corner. And that is Sena. Sena. Spin move against Fox. A whistle. Excuse me. Whistle. Hartwig picks up the foul, first foul of the third quarter for the Jackrabbits. And Sene heads to the line. She'll shoot two. First one is good. First points of the half coming for the Vikings on some free throws. And second one good as well. They'll make it 44-32. The Jackrabbits still ahead. Emily Fox with the basketball, a whistle. And foul on the Vikings to even things out. Vasika will inbound near to Emily Fox. They are in Viking territory. Fox towards the basket. Pass out Mathowitz near side corner three. That's over to the rim. Brooklyn Meyer keeps it from going out of bounds, but it ends up in the hands of Sene. Elliott has it for the Vikings. And here's a shot off the rim, no good. A rebound there by Hartwig. Hartwig to Emily Fox. Brooklyn Meyer underneath the basket, wide open for the layup. Two-pointer for Brooklyn Meyer, assisted by Emily Fox. 46-32 is the score. The Jackrabbits ahead. Vikings in the paint, looking for the basket. Emily Fox, good defense there, all ball, blocking that one. Fox has it now. Here's Vasika for two. Wide open layup for Katie Vasika. It'll be 48-32, and the Vikings take a timeout as the Jackrabbits able to get two consecutive wide open layups underneath the basket, and the Vikings going to have to reconsider some defensive strategy here. We'll take the timeout with them. Be right back on Collegiate Sports after this.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by locally owned Brookings PowerQuest. Located in the University Mall at 820 22nd Avenue South, you can find everything your ride needs. From essential auto parts to top-notch accessories and customer service, PowerQuest is a one-stop shop for Brookings. Their phone number is 692-6298. PowerQuest is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio, KSDJ 90.7.
There are many things in life that can get in the way of a great night's sleep. Your bed doesn't have to be one of them. You can find many options for your nest bed at the locally owned and operated Mattress by Appointment, located both in Brookings and Watertown. Mattress by Appointment has a wide selection of mattresses at prices below traditional retail stores. To make an appointment, you can text or call them at 605-695-8223. Mattress by Appointment is a proud sponsor of KSDJ 90.7.
Welcome back in to First Bank and Trust Arena after the Augustana timeout. 8:35 remains in the third quarter. It's 48-32. The Jackrabbits out ahead in this one. Jackrabbits got two consecutive wide open layups, prompting the Augustana timeout. And Augustana with the basketball. Sena will inbound to Sauer. Sauer up the left side against Mathewitz. Passes center three-point line to her teammate. It's Potts. Potts underneath the basket, loses control of the basketball, and that's off the touch of Maddie Mathewitz. The Vikings will maintain the basketball in the Jackrabbit end. Inbound coming here from Edmonds. Edmonds into Potts. Give to Sauer. Sauer is on the left three-point line. 7 seconds of shot clock for Augustana. 5 seconds of shot clock. Moving inside the paint. 3 seconds shot clock. Center three-point line. Here comes a deep two, and that's in for the Vikings as 1 second remained. It's Sine with a two-point shot there. It's 48-32 now. The Jackrabbits still ahead. Emily Fox here. And Mathewitz far side three-point line. Here's Vasika in the corner. And now moving inside, Vasika in the paint. Looks out, Mathewitz. Mathewitz inside now. Mathewitz jump shot two. That's off the back of the rim, no good. And a leaping rebound there, Brooklyn Meyer. And Meyer is going to be fouled as she tries to go for two. 7:41 remains in the third quarter, and a foul here on the Vikings. And Brooklyn Meyer heads back to the line, as she will be able to shoot two. Brooklyn Meyer's got 10 rebounds on the night. She leads the Jackrabbits in rebounds. And B. Meyer's first is good. Second shot from Brooklyn is up and good as well. 50-34 to score. Sine to inbound. As Augustana will take it into Jackrabbit territory. Sine, center three-point line. Pass left to Sauer. Sauer inside. Whistle, travel on Sauer. Jackrabbits will get it off the travel. And Emily Fox with it now. Give to Mathwitz. Here Brooklyn Meyer. Meyer out to Fox. Fox inside the paint. Pass out Mathwitz. Brooklyn Meyer looking for the basket. Can't get it. It's rebounded by Sine. Elliott has it. Travel on Elliott as she was backing up without dribbling. And another turnover. Going to be given to the Jackrabbits here off a travel. And Emily Fox with the basketball. She gives to Mathwitz. Here Hartwig, back Brooklyn Meyer. Meyer to Emily Fox. Fox inside Brooklyn Meyer again. Meyer bounce pass, wide open Hartwig layup. Hartwig with the 2-point score. It's going to be 52-34 now. Jackrabbits ahead. Augustana loses the basketball. It's poked out of bounds by the Jackrabbits, and Augustana looks to inbound here with 6:28 remaining. Excuse me. Jackrabbits will inbound. Lost out of bounds by Augustana. Officials make a change there in the ruling. And Hartwig with the inbound. Emily Fox shoots a deep 2. That's off the front of the rim. Brooklyn Meyer tries for the rebound, a whistle as Meyer hits the court. Looks like we're going to get another foul for the Vikings. It'll be 52-34 as Emily Fox to inbound it for the Jackrabbits in Viking territory. Gets to Brooklyn Meyer. Here's Maddie Mathwitz. Mathwitz inside towards the basket. And a hook shot no good off the rim. Addie Hanna has it. Gives to Peyton Hardy. Hardy on the right side. Giving to Lomax now. Lomax inside the three-point line. Lomax kicks out Hardy on the right side. Hardy moves inside the 3 now. Hardy back out to Lomax. Lomax and Hardy playing it with it on the right side. Now Lomax moves inside. Lomax has nowhere to go. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Bound past Hardy and 2 seconds on the shot clock as that one's stolen away by Mathwitz. They're going to say Hardy stepped out of bounds prior to the pass. And it will be Hartwig to inbound here, giving to Emily Fox. Fox moves forward, bounce pass Brooklyn Meyer, center three-point line. Meyer gets run into, she stays up, and here is Vasika. Vasika moves towards the basket, up for 2. That's off the front of the rim, no good. And back over to the Vikings as they move into Jackrabbit territory. Now they inside the three-point line. Hardy kick out to a teammate for 3. That's no good. Off the rim, rebound by Hartwig. Here's Emily Fox. Back to Hartwig. Hartwig on the near side moving towards the basket, up for 2. That's no good. Hartwig tries for the rebound. Brooklyn Meyer gets it instead. Meyer pass to Emily Fox, who is wide open for a 3. Has to pass out to Mathwitz now, wide open 3. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Here is Hardy again, giving to Hanna. Hanna, kick out. And wanted to shoot, but didn't. And now poked away by Mathwitz and regained control as Edmonds. She tried to go for the basket. Hardy goes for 2. That's over the rim and given to Mathwitz. Mathwitz pass in front. Brooklyn Meyer with the layup wide open. Mathwitz on the assist there. 54-34. The Jackrabbits lead by 20 here in the third quarter. Vikings with it. Peyton Hardy. Hardy to Donald. Donald to Hanna. Hanna up for 2. That's good. Hanna's shot is in for 2. And Emily Fox has it now for the Jackrabbits. Brooklyn Meyer, Vasika. Vasika up for 2, and that's good. And 1 coming for Katie Vasika. Fouled on the shot with 4:03 remaining in the third. And Vasika to the line for the and one. Fourth team foul for the Vikings here in the third quarter. We are going to have a timeout here. We'll take it with them, and we'll be back after this.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by locally owned Brookings PowerQuest. Located in the University Mall at 820 22nd Avenue South, you can find everything your ride needs. From essential auto parts to top-notch accessories and customer service, PowerQuest is a one-stop shop for Brookings. Their phone number is 692-6298. PowerQuest is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio, KSDJ 90.7.
McCrory Gardens is hosting Giggles and Ghouls from 4 to 6 p.m. on October 31st. You can join us for an evening of trick-or-treating fun for all ages. Admission is free to the public. For more information, visit www.mccrorygardens.com.
There are many things in life that can get in the way of a great night's sleep. Your bed doesn't have to be one of them. You can find many options for your nest bed at the locally owned and operated Mattress by Appointment, located both in Brookings and Watertown. Mattress by Appointment has a wide selection of mattresses at prices below traditional retail stores. To make an appointment, you can text or call them at 605-695-8223. Mattress by Appointment is a proud sponsor of KSDJ 90.7.
Support comes from the South Dakota Agricultural Heritage Museum in Brookings, inspiring a passion for the diverse history, culture, and science of agriculture in South Dakota. To learn more about exhibits and events, you can visit agmuseum.com.
Welcome back into the third quarter here. 4 minutes, 3 seconds remain. Vasika's and one is off the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Vikings as they head the other way. It's 56-36. The Jackrabbits ahead by 20 in this one. Augustana moves in, and it's stolen away. Hillary Barnes on the steal. Can she head the other way towards the basket? Defenders get out in front of her. She almost loses control of the basketball, has to pass out to Brooklyn Meyer. Here's Vasika. Vasika center three-point line. Moves up towards the basket. That's in. A whistle before the shot. Vasika called for a travel. No, that's going to be a foul on Brooklyn Meyer as she blocked out a defender from the Vasika shot. And that will mean the shot doesn't count. And Augustana with the inbound. Here is Hannah underneath the basket on the Jackrabbits side. Pass from Augustana goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Jackrabbits. Inbound is forced out of bounds by Molly Abdouche. So Augustana will try again. Randall Lomax is going to inbound it here for the Vikings. Officials making some changes at the scorer's table. So we'll see what the call is here. And looks like they took 1 second off the clock, so it'll be 3:29 remaining in the third quarter. Augustana inbound is successful this time. It's to Hannah. Hannah's shot up, No good. Here's Brooklyn Meyer on the rebound for the Jackrabbits. Molly Abdouche has it now. Quick inside towards the basket. Up for two. Abdouche gets it in and bounced off in front of the rim. And good. Really 58-36 down after the Abdouche score. And 3 minutes remain here in the third quarter. Donald has it for Augustana. Here's Hannah underneath the basket as she bounces out to a teammate. Wide open three from the far side corner, and that's scored. Sine with a three-point shot there for Augustana. Barons give to Colbeck. Colbeck to Abdouche. Abdouche, Vasika. Here's Meyer. Meyer back outside. Barons. Barons moves forward on a whistle. Going to get a foul here.
Number 3, Miranda Lomax, her third.
It's the 5th team foul for the Vikings, and the Jackrabbits will head into the bonus. Excuse me, that means Hillary Barons will be at the line, shooting 2 as the Jackrabbits head in the bonus. First one goes through for Barons. Barons has 10 points through this one and makes it 11. She sits as the Jackrabbit scoring leader just behind Brooklyn Meyer with 12 points. 60-39, the Jackrabbits are up by 21. Augustana with the basketball now as Peyton Hardy ends up on the court, and a whistle. It's going to be a travel there on the Vikings, so inbound coming from the Jackrabbits. Here's Barons inbounding for Molly Abdouche. Abdouche pass Colbeck. Here's Barons near side corner. Barons quick inside the paint now. Pass out. Abdouche for 3. That bounces off. Bad bounce there. And rebounded by Hardy and the Vikings. Vikings looking like a 3. No. Moves inside the paint now. A whistle. Shot's not going to count there in the basket, and we'll see what the call is.
Number 5, Ellie Colbeck, her first 13 foul.
Colbeck picks up the foul for the Jackrabbits, and an inbound coming for Augustana. Inbound to Sine. Here comes a three-point shot. That's off the rim. That one sent from Sauer, rebounded by the Jackrabbits. Here's Colbeck on the other side of the court. To Abdouche, center three-point line. Abdouche kicks it left to Barons. Barons to Hadley Toole. Toole, Abdouche. Abdouche loses control of the basketball, passes forward to Hartwig, and Hartwig up for 2 on the layup. Whistle. So there's a minute 35 remaining here in the third quarter.
Substitution number 3, Miranda Lomax.
As some substitutions are going to get made. The Vikings with the inbound. Here is Sauer on the right side. Moving inside the three-point line now on the right corner. And she trips and the ball heads out of bounds. And the Jackrabbits will have it. Barons to inbound. She gets to Abdouche. Abdouche to Colbeck. Colbeck inside the paint now. Kick out to Abdouche for 3. That's a three-point shot from Molly Abdouche. Good for 3. That's her 5th point of the game. 65-39, the Jackrabbits. On the other side of the court, it's Peyton Hardy for 2 on the layup. 65-41 now. Three-point shot, Colbeck rims off. Rebound, Barons. Here's Abdouche with the basketball again. Abdouche, move inside, kick out to Toole. Toole for 3. That's nothing but net for Hadley Toole. 68-41 after the three-point shot from Toole. The Jackrabbits ahead handsomely in the lead now. Here is Sine for the Vikings. Turnaround layup is good. scoring frenzy here at the end of the third quarter. It's 68-43 now. Under the basket, it's Hartwig up for the layup, and that's good for Maddie Hartwig. It'll be 70-43 now as a timeout taken with 13.8 remaining. Timeout's going to be taken by Augustana. We'll take it with them. Be right back here on Collegiate Sports after this.
SDSU Theater and Dance continues its season of concealment with the chilling musical Thrill Me, the Leopold and Loeb story.
This dark and intimate musical is based on the infamous 1924 murder case following two wealthy young men whose twisted relationship leads them down a path of crime, manipulation, and betrayal.
With a haunting score and gripping storytelling, Thrill Me explores obsession, power, and the consequences of desire taken to dangerous extremes.
This production is recommended for adult audiences.
Performances will be in the Oscar Larson Performing Arts Center November 20th through the 22nd at 7 p.m. and November 23rd at 2 p.m.
Tickets can be purchased online at sdsutheater.org, at the North Box Office at the Oscar Larson Performing Arts Center Monday through Friday from 1 to 4, or by calling 605-688-6045.
Don't miss this thrilling true crime musical experience. Get your tickets for Thrill Me today.
Coming back in after the timeout. Didn't miss much here to end out the third quarter. Augustana inbounds and couldn't get a shot off before the end of the clock. So Augustana takes the timeout, comes back into inbound, and couldn't get the clean shot off before the clock runs out. So it's 70-43, headed into the fourth quarter. We'll take another break. We'll be back for the last quarter of this one after this.
There are many things in life that can get in the way of a great night's sleep. Your bed doesn't have to be one of them. You can find many options for your nest bed at the locally owned and operated Mattress by Appointment, located both in Brookings and Watertown. Mattress by Appointment has a wide selection of mattresses at prices below traditional retail stores. To make an appointment, you can text or call them at 605-695-8223. Mattress by Appointment is a proud sponsor of KSDJ 90.7.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by Kraft. Great food, fresh flavors, and a local touch. That's Kraft. From mouth-watering sandwiches and crisp salads to juicy burgers, steak, and pasta, there's something for everyone. Experience their famous cheesecake. Handcrafted and family-owned, you can find Kraft on the corner of 6th Street and Mid-Airy. Reservations are appreciated.
McCrory Gardens is hosting Giggles and Ghouls from 4 to 6 p.m. on October 31st. You can join us for an evening of trick-or-treating fun for all ages. Admission is free to the public. For more information, visit www.mccrorygardens.com.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by locally owned Brookings Park West. Located in the University Mall at 820 22nd Avenue South, you can find everything your ride needs. From essential auto parts to top-notch accessories and customer service, ParkWest is a one-stop shop for Brookings. Their phone number is 692-6298. ParkWest is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio, KSDJ 90.7.
Starting off the fourth quarter with a score from Katie Vasica, who's able to get a layup. It's 72-43 now after the Vasica score. And the Jackrabbits out in front handsomely in this game, this exhibition against the team from Sioux Falls. As Hartwig going to inbound it for the Jackrabbits here to Vasica, as Augustana unsuccessful on their attempt at scoring on the other side of the court. Vasica has it now. Here is Hartwig for three from the corner. That's short off the rim. Rebound there by Christian Edmonds. Edmonds with the basketball outside the three-point line. Give to Hardy. Hardy quick inside. Kicking out to her teammate now. That's Hannah. Hannah kick over And inside now again for Potts. Her shot no good. Rebound under the net by Hartwig. The Jackrabbits with it now. Inside Brooklyn Meyer and a whistle.
Number 22, Ava Pouts. Her fourth, first team foul in the fourth quarter.
Foul on Pouts. First team foul of the quarter for Augustana. Jackrabbits to inbound. It's Emily Fox. Fox finds Mathewitz. Mathewitz goes in for Brooklyn Meyer, and it's going to be another whistle.
Number 23, Isabella
Sine picks up a foul for Augustana. Second team foul, back-to-back fouls here in the fourth quarter. Fox inbounds. Here to Hartwig. Hartwig, Brooklyn Meyer. Meyer underneath the basket, up for two, and that's good. The layup shot from Brooklyn. 74-43, the score now. The Jackrabbits ahead. Peyton Hardy. Bounce pass underneath the basket, and that's kept in bounds somehow by Augustana. Here's a turnaround jump shot from Sine. That's good for two. 74-45. Brooklyn Meyer goes for the two-pointer, and she's going to get an offensive foul here, I believe.
Number 30, Malia, her third team foul.
It's going to be a shooting foul on Augustana. Third team foul of the fourth quarter for the Vikings. And Brooklyn Meyer at the line. She'll shoot for two. Got a shooting foul for Brooklyn Meyer. Meyer's shot is up and good. Jackrabbits now lead by 30. Second shot here by Brooklyn is up and off the front of the rim. Augustana with the rebound. Headed up the right side. Augustana kick out for Edmonds. Edmonds across for Sine. Sine inside the paint. Back out Edmonds. Edmonds looking for space as there's 7 seconds on the shot clock here. 5 seconds down to 4. Here comes a three-pointer bump from Sine. That's short. Pick up by Emily Fox. The Jackrabbits on the rebound. Fox with fancy footwork gives to Hartwig. Back over to Colbeck. Here's Fox again. Colbeck again. Here's Mathewitz inside the three-point line. A whistle.
Number 24, Kristen Edmonds. Her third.
Foul on the Vikings again. Kristen Edmonds picks that one up. Fourth team foul in the fourth quarter for the Vikings. Colbeck to inbound, give to Emily Fox. Fox with it. Colbeck again. Colbeck, three-point line, wide open three. Colbeck off the back of the rim, no good. Heads out of bounds. And last touched by the Jackrabbits, says the official. Brooklyn Meyer doesn't think so, but the Vikings will inbound nonetheless. Elliott. Inside the three-point line. Kick out to Lomick, center three-point line. Here is Donald. Donald over to Elliott again. Elliott back into Donald. Donald up for two. That's off the front of the rim. No good. Colbeck on the rebound for the Jacks. Colbeck, Brooklyn Meyer. Meyer running into trouble. Tries to reach around and can't. No shot deflects off. Rebounded by the Vikings. Lomick's on the right side. Tries for the shot. It's no good, and Mathewitz gets tied up. It'll be another foul on the Vikings, and that'll put the Jackrabbits quickly into the bonus here with 6:42 remaining in the fourth. Which means Mathewitz will head over to the other side at the line to shoot two. First shot by Mathewitz is good. Mathewitz 6 points through this one. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And Mathewitz gets her second. (77-45) will be the score. As it's Sine for three. That one from center three-point line is good for the Vikings. Be 77-48 now. Molly Abdouche on the near side. Inside the three-point line, kick out for Colbeck, and Colbeck miscommunication there as that ball flies to the right of Colbeck as she was moving left. Heads out of bounds on Abdouche, last touch, and it'll be 6:19 remaining in the fourth. Sauer with it for the Vikings. She heads off to the left, passes to Lomax. Lomax send the three-point line back to Potts. Potts to Hardy. Hardy to Sauer. Sauer bounce pass inside for Sine, and Sine tries for the shot, and there's going to be a foul. Colbeck picks up a foul. It'll be a shooting foul on the Jackrabbits, and Sine at the line for the Vikings. First shot by Sine hits the front of the rim, no good. Second shot here is through. Makes it 77-49. As the Jackrabbits will inbound here. Hillary Barnes looks to inbound. Finds Molly Abdouche. Abdouche up the near side. Crossing half court now. Abdouche quick inside the basket. It's poked away by Augustana, heads out of bounds on the Viking last touch. Inbound coming for the Jackrabbits with 5:50 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Abdouche inbounds. Gives back to herself. Sent from Felchley, excuse me. And Abdouche for three. Makes it 80-49. Sine has it for the Vikings. Spin move against the defender and shot up. Heads out of bounds on the Viking last touch. 5:24 remains in the fourth quarter. As Barnes will inbound for Abdouche. Abdouche back to Barnes. Barnes is on the far side three-point line. Give to Hadley Toole, and Toole's up for the layup. 2 points for Hadley Toole. Just over 5 minutes remains in the fourth quarter. Vikings for a corner three on the far side. That is in from Addie Hanna, the far side corner three. 82-52, the Jacks ahead by 30. It's Vasika as a whistle. They'll say Vasika took a step back out of bounds. So we'll have a media timeout here at 4:50. We'll be back after this.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by locally owned Brookings PowerQuest. Located in the University Mall at 820 22nd Avenue South, you can find everything your ride needs. From essential auto parts to top-notch accessories and customer service, PowerQuest is a one-stop shop for Brookings. Their phone number is 692-6298. PowerQuest is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio, KSDJ 90.7.
McCrory Gardens is hosting Giggles and Ghouls from 4 to 6 p.m. on October 31st. You can join us for an evening of trick-or-treating fun for all ages. Admission is free to the public. For more information, visit www.mccrorygardens.com.
support comes from the South Dakota Agricultural Heritage Museum in Brookings, inspiring a passion for the diverse history, culture, and science of agriculture in South Dakota. To learn more about exhibits and events, you can visit agmuseum.com.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter here. It's 82-52. The Jackrabbits head by 30 over the Augustana Vikings. 4 minutes and 44 seconds remain in this one. As the Vikings with it, they go for the layup, no good. Rebounded by Peyton Hardy and the Vikings with a second opportunity. Here is Sine off the rim, no good. Rebound this time by the Jackrabbits' Abby Holston. And now with it is Hosselton, and she hits the court with 4:17 remaining. A whistle.
Well, at number 2, Andy Hanna, her first.
And Hanna picks up a foul and sends
Number 25,
Abby Hosselton to the line, shooting 2.
And Jackrabbits, number 32,
As Claire Shepard and Jaden Dunn enter the game for the Jackrabbit squad. Both redshirt freshmen. Hosselton is a freshman out of St. Michael. First free throw rims out after taking a couple spins around. Second, Hosselton's shot is up and good. The first points is a Jackrabbit for Abby Hosselton there. It's 83-52. Jackrabbits still ahead. Here is Hanna with a hand over to Potts and a whistle.
Well, at number 12, Peyton Hardy.
Hardy picks up a foul.
Substitutions, number 42, Mia Doppel. At number 30, Malia Elliott.
The Jackrabbits will inbound. Molly Abdouche with the basketball. Hadley Toole gets it. Here is a shot for 3 from Hosselton, and that is good. The 3-point shot for Hosselton, the freshman. Hanna, quick inside the paint now. Spin move against Toole. And here's a steal away from Abdouche, and it's going to be a steal and score as this layup is good from Molly Abdouche. Make it 80-52. The Jackrabbits keeping the heat on. Elliott with the basketball. Here is Hanna. Hanna and Augustana moves inside. Is Sauer with it. Gives to Peyton Hardy. Here is Hanna again. And this shot clock runs out with 3 minutes remaining. And the Vikings unable to make anything happen there. The Jackrabbits will look to inbound. Claire Shepard
Also entering number 5.
to inbound it.
Freeman.
Shepard inbounds to Abdouche. Abdouche give to Hadley Toole, and here's Jaden Dunn and a whistle.
Number 42, Mia Doppel.
Foul again on
Her 5th.
the Vikings.
Number 23, Isabella Sine. Shooting 2.
That will send Jaden Dunn to the line for the Jackrabbits. And the first one by Dunn is through. Second shot from Jaden Dunn is up and through as well. 90-52 the score. The Jackrabbits dominant here. Under 3 minutes remaining in the fourth. Hannah has it. Here comes a shot from Greta Dillinger. That one rims off. Abdush on the rebound. Here is Shepard for the jump shot. That's short off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Augustana, head the other way. It is Kristen Edmonds into Sine. Kick out to Hannah. Hannah, spin move against the defender. Kick out Dillinger. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Augustana. Moving inside Freeman. Freeman out to Edmonds. Edmonds for two. That's short and heads out of bounds. Jackrabbits will inbound. Claire Shepard to inbound it to Abdush once again. Just over 2 minutes remain here in the women's game. Right after this one, the men's game at 8:30. So tune into the Jackrabbit Sports Network if you want to catch that one. Shot by Hosselton is off the rim, no good. Rebound by Freeman, the Vikings. With it. Give to Hannah. Hannah inside towards the rim, and that shot blocked by the defense. Jacks with it. Here's Abdush. Pass to Toole, and Toole forces it out of bounds. Got into some trouble there with the defense. Minute 30 remains in the game. Kristen Edmonds to inbound here for Addie Hannah, and the Vikings with it. Edmonds. And a whistle. Foul. Hosselton picks up the foul. And Kristen Edmonds to the line to shoot two for Augustana. First is up and rims off. Second shot from Edmonds is off again. Can't make either of those. Abdush with the basketball for the Jacks. She's at center court. Gives Hosselton. Here's Shepard. Abdush again inside Hosselton, and she can't keep it from going out of bounds. Clock stops with a minute 3 as the Vikings to inbound. 1 minute remains in the fourth quarter. It's Hannah with the basketball as that one goes out of bounds. Shepard will inbound for the Jacks. It's Abdush with it. She quickly moves inside, outside the three-point line. Kick out to Shepard. Shepard. Bounce pass inside. It's stolen away there by Freeman. Freeman and the Vikings headed the other way. Freeman give to Addie Hannah. Enough time for one more play here from Augustana. And it'll be Sine. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Inside the paint, Sine gets denied at the basket of whistle. With 20 seconds, it's going to be a foul on the Jacks.
Number 45, Jaden got her first 13 foul, shooting 2. Number 23, Isabella Sine.
Sine at the line. She'll shoot 2. First is up and through. Second shot is up and good. It'll be 90-54 now after the two made free throws from Augustana. Abdush with it. 13 seconds remaining. As Abdush going to hold it to finish this one out. 90-54, the final score. The Jackrabbits win this one, the exhibition game versus Augustana. I've got places to be, so I'm going to shut this down pretty quickly here. If you want to listen to the men's game after this at 8:30, tune into the Jackrabbit Sports Network. I've been Ben Anderson for Collegiate Sports. As always, go big, go blue, go Jacks. Have a good night, everybody.